EA Sports. It's in the game.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, there's going to be a pair of wide receivers looking to make big plays on the field. It's Hilton's Colts going up against Hopkins' Texans. With that, let's get on out to Houston. We're standing by as our commentary team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And we say hi again, everybody. Brandon Gaudin here as we count down to kickoff. I turn to my partner, that's Charles Davis. And Charles, Larry pointed out in the open, we've got a pretty good matchup of wide receivers here this afternoon, don't we?
And those guys have such a big impact on the game nowadays. We know it's a throwing game, but the guys who can go up and get it, the guys who can break tackles after the catch and make bigger plays, oh yeah, they love spotlight as well. They want the football, they want the attention.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the Stanford man. It's Andrew Luck.
I love everything about Andrew Luck's game, but I also love his worldliness. Some of his formative years were spent growing up outside of the United States. I think that that's helped him when he came back because now he's seen the world. I think that helped him mature a little bit as well.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go play action here on first down. Backing up. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he's brought down after a good gain. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And this offense sometimes is predicated on the ageless wonder, Frank Gore.
And he wants to be a guy with limitless carries. Frank Gore gets better and better with each carry, really batters defenses with his inside running.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. On the draw, Luck gives to Gore. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. That second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
I think Frank Gore runs on doubt. And what I mean is he's 33, and everyone keeps thinking this is the end, yet he keeps going.
I think something that gets overlooked, though, to your point, most rushing yards of anybody currently in the NFL.
Amazing. Big-time career.
A very solid gain of 27. And now a first down following that long gain.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Frank Gore scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. On the return, here comes Keith Mumphrey. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Houston's quarterback leading them onto the field, Brock Osweiler. Charles didn't show a whole lot in that first preseason game, but he only threw it 7 times.
I'm with you on that one. Panic not, Houston fans. They didn't bring him in as a free agent for big money.
$72 million.
That's right, in order for there to be a quarterback controversy. It's his team, and he'll have it going forward.
Now let's go! Watch it now, Barney! On now, look at 57!
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Butler. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard
does a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Jonathan Joseph goes under the radar a little bit as one of the better cover corners in the league, but his team knows his value. He can lock up good receivers.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. To throw on second down is Locke. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Frank Gore with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts add on to their lead. Well, he told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
Right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one. So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light.
Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 84 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line, out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Nick Novak on now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. Frank Gore and company trotting back out there as they get set to go again on offense. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now. Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 10 yards still left on second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out, and the Texans scoop it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And now out comes Houston. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
2nd and 10 now. Osweiler. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And when they signed Will Fuller, they wanted him to make an immediate impact. I think so far in the preseason he has.
I would agree with that. And his running mate at wide receiver, DeAndre Hopkins, he posted on his social media accounts, no more double teams when Will Fuller was drafted.
That's a good tandem 1-2. And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. On 4th down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. Back deep for the Colts is Quan Bray. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Gore. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Given 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Pat McAfee now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Here's Mumphrey. A minute 52 left to play in this 2nd quarter. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Hey, we've got tight left, tight left, tight end left.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Shorts on the reception over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Osweiler. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he cuts, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Got a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
Novak to tack on the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, Locke. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Frank Gore there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On the run. It's Robert Turnbull. And now the Texans are going to stop it as a signal for a timeout. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Pat McAfee now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston, and the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he motions the wide receiver. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They come out here in the I. Again on 2nd and 10 now. It's Osweiler. He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
They go play action with Osweiler. He's going to let it go again. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Eluding the pressure right. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, guys. We'll get back to you soon for the second half of this tied ball game. But first, let's look back now at this first half of play. So we've got a tie game at half, and you can bet both coaches are in that locker room making adjustments and telling their guys to just keep playing hard like they did in the first half. All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. Colts opening the game on offense. Pass will be completed over the middle, and it's going to end up going for a gain of 27. Colts have it later on the drive. Gore's stiff arm attempt works perfectly, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. That puts them up by a touchdown. Texans with possession halfway through one. Osweiler's throw under pressure leads to the turnover. Butler's reading the play and comes away with it, ending the drive. Offense out now following the INT. Gore is able to get clear of everybody. He'll take it in for the touchdown. 1st and 10. That puts them on top by 14. Miller's got nothing but space here, and he'll take this 85 yards for the score. Colts have it early in the second. Luck's got his mark near the sideline. He ends up picking up a yard before heading out of bounds. Colts will later lose possession on a forced fumble. We move late into the second. Miller's going to look for space, and this run goes for a touchdown. The Texans tied up at 14. So that'll do it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We're going back under the lights for the second half of this Thursday night matchup.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Second and 10. It's Osweiler again. Shorts has got it, and he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain at 21 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, firing over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
They go play action here on first down. He's got time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Throwing, Osweiler, and to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he's brought down. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Now on second down, this is Gore. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I'm not sure they could have had a better call there for the defense. Blitz was called, and they're setting up for a draw. When you're blitzing, you're likely to beat them to the punch because they're going to take a little extra time to set up. Talking about the offensive line. In this case, you'll get into the backfield before they can get set up.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt, with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Pat McAfee now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Mumphrey now on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, DeQuell Jackson. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Frank Gore, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Shorts on the reception over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, Osweiler. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
On 1st down, Osweiler. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. So 2nd and 10 here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Again on 2nd and 10 now. It's Osweiler. Oh, he stays up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 5-time Pro Bowler, Robert Mathis, from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack.
All right, here we go. Boom, land it.
Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. 56.
Here we go. It's Osweiler on fourth down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first down, it's Gore. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Throwing on third down, Luck. Survey, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Covington with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Pat McAfee now. Time for a break as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Here's Pat McAfee now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken around the 12. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He's got time in the pocket. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Second down now after the incompletion. Back to throw. The catch made by Hopkins. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And they're going to speed things up here. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing fourth quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Another carry now for Gore. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. They run with Turbin. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. He'll field this at the 5. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Houston defense we watch as they get set to go. They're hoping to get the stop, get it into OT, but actually is a takeaway on your mind or just overtime?
You're actually hoping for a gift. Because in this situation, you know they're thinking about taking care of the football as well. And you have to be very careful about trying so hard for the takeaway that you miss a tackle, breaks a big run, turns into a play against you. So you're hoping that maybe they just kind of hand it to you, and if so, you'll gratefully accept.
Yeah, they would take that present. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now another carry here tonight for Gore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Brian Cushing, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They run. It's Gore. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, They moved him and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Whitney Merciless coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on 3rd and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there. Here's Pat McAfee now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Brock Osweiler now heading out there to get set to go here on offense. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
Now what can Osweiler do here in overtime? And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Kendall Langford. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Osweiler. And there's a flag on the field. Caught left side, Hopkins.
Holding offense. The penalty is declined.
Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense. Still 4th down.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 4th down. Here's Osweiler. Strong grabs it over the middle. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. And he rifles one incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Blue landing.
Osweiler will throw again. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. And this one's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Three down. Here we go now.
Again, Osweiler. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Call it, Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm a so sue me. Who you, Judge Judy?